What if Samsung's most underrated phone of 2025 ends up being the one nobody's really talking about yet? Not the flashy Ultra, not the foldable showstoppers, but a humble fan edition that might quietly outsmart them all. Yep, I'm talking about the Galaxy S25 FE. And the more we learn, the more it looks like Samsung's secret weapon for people who actually care about long-term value. Welcome back, viewers. Sam here. If you live for those hidden gems and tech leaks that actually matter, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow phone nerds, and hit subscribe for more updates like this. So let's talk about what's really going on. Samsung's not just thinking about launching the S25 FE, they're actively testing it in multiple countries. First, we spotted the firmware in the US, and now it's been found in South Korea. That may sound boring, but it's actually huge. Samsung doesn't expand firmware development unless they're past internal testing and gearing up for launch. And here's how we know it's serious model numbers. In the US, in Korea, SM731K, and one particular firmware version 731NKS EOAWF2 gave us the golden nugget Android 16 paired with One UI 8 straight out the box. Not only does that make this phone newer on the software side, it potentially extends its lifespan compared to the S25 SE Fix and even the S25 Ultra. Why? Because Samsung counts your OS upgrades from the version your phone launches with, and this one starts ahead of the rest. And this isn't just speculation. Back in 2022, the Galaxy S21 FE pulled the same move. It launched later than the S21 series, but came with Android 12 instead of Android 11. That little delay earned it an extra Android upgrade, a quiet edge that only a few people noticed. Now with the S25 FE, Samsung's repeating history, and the payoff could be even bigger. Now let's talk performance, because this is where things get a little spicy. The S25 FE is expected to run on the Exynos 2400 chip. That's the same silicon found in some S24 variants. It's not Samsung's latest or most powerful. That title belongs to the Exynos 2500 and Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 Elite, but the 2400 is still no joke. It's efficient, it's battle-tested, and it delivers solid real-world performance for gaming, multitasking, and AI tasks. And because this phone runs One UI 8 on Android 16, you're getting better animations, smarter AI integrations, and tighter battery optimization. Samsung's been working hard to polish the experience, and the S25 FE is expected to reflect that refinement from the very first boot screen. Now, let's zoom in. Literally, camera leaks suggest we're getting a triple lens rear setup, a 50MP main sensor, 20MP ultra wide, and an 8MP telephoto lens. That's a pretty strong trio, especially for the expected price range. On the front, we're likely looking at a 20MP selfie shooter, reliable, clean, and capable of 4K video. Is it flagship level? Not quite, but it's very close, and for most people, that's more than enough. Here's the fun part. The fan edition isn't meant to be flashy. It's designed to offer 80–90% of experience for 50–60% of the price. That formula worked like magic with the Galaxy S20 FE, which became one of Samsung's best-selling phones. And with the FE series now back on an annual schedule, the S25 FE continues that trusted tradition. Speaking while nothing's official yet, all signs point to a launch somewhere in the $599 to $699 range. That puts it well below the S25 Ultra's expected $499 tag, making it a prime choice for budget-conscious buyers who still want quality and longevity. And the timing? With firmware development spreading fast, a late summer or early fall release seems highly likely. Think August or September, just before Apple's next iPhone wave. Samsung knows what it's doing, and placing the S25 FE in that launch window could grab the attention of users who want a smart alternative without breaking the bank. But here's the big takeaway: the Galaxy S25 FE isn't trying to beat the Ultra at its own game. It's carving out its own lane, focused on long-term software support, balanced hardware, and fan-favorite features at a more accessible price. It's the kind of phone that doesn't wow you with specs, but earns your respect over time, update after update, year after year. So, are you someone who chases raw power and bleeding-edge performance? Or would you rather have a phone that's built to last, stays secure longer, and won't cost a small fortune? That's the question the S25 FE is putting on the table. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is this the phone you've been waiting for, or do you think Samsung still needs to tweak the FE formula? Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming Galaxy S25 FE leaks, price rumors, or launch news. I've got my radar on full blast, and you'll be the first to know when anything drops. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious, stay updated, and I'll catch you in the next one.